Hello, everybody. My name is Officer Extra. This is Officer Extra, and I'm going to go work in the mailroom today here on campus at the University of South Florida. I'm going to show them, of course, how they can do their jobs in a safe manner, in a fun manner, and just, I know how to provide excellent customer service, and that's what we're going to do today. Let's go check it out. Are we on time? Oh, we're late again. Can we quiet down back there? I'm trying to do a thing. They're yelling. Can we get me a new mustache? Hello, everybody. My name is Officer Extra. This is Officer Extra. We're in the North Campus Mail Center. I need a mustache. Can I get a mustache out front, please? Chris, where's my mustache? Is that it? All right, let's go over here. We're going to talk. Hey, what's your name?
Jemiah.
Jemiah, what do you do here?
Well, I deliver packages.
Like, how heavy is the stuff you got to go carrying around?
It differs. It changes up every time.
No one answers the question in the mailroom. These people should all be politicians. Can you see this? We're not even working on an Apple machine. We're working on some kind of PC laptop. Definitely low quality. All right, Victoria, so what do you do here?
Not much.
Yeah, we can all see that. Let's go ahead and go in the back and see how everything works here. I gotta be honest, no one I've talked to so far seems to even know where they are. Oh, I can't understand you. All of you people have weird accents around here. I don't understand. Should I just move some stuff around and determine what should go into the return box? I'm trying to help out. Rachel, what do you do here?
I log in packages, scan them, and sometimes I deliver them to students.
You are the first person I've talked to that sounds like they actually do something. What are you doing? You don't even know how this works. You almost killed Sierra. You know how hard it is to find a camera person? That's like an afternoon. And so what happens if like I hit the button and we try to close this on me? Is this gonna crush me or what? Oh my God, freaking out, what's going on? It's gonna crush me now. Now I'm stuck in the thing, Eddie. Way to go. Way to go. Good thing I got my hard hat on.
So that's a perishable item.
So, like, do you open it up and see what we got in there? Make sure.
We don't open it up.
Well, I'll open up. I can check it out, right? I'm trained on it.
It's illegal to open packages that aren't yours.
Who says it's illegal?
The law.
So I'm gonna go in. I'll open it up and they can check it out. So we'll do that. Let me go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you're gonna cut my hand on the thing. I'm getting a lawyer. What's happening over here?
This is Eddie's office. We don't go in there.
I can go. Let's go through his stuff. We got a laundry room over here. So what do we do in the laundry room?
We do laundry.
I can do people's laundry. Am I allowed to hang out a shingle and tell people, you know, Officer Extra will take care of your laundry?
No, not you. No.
Well, I can't. I know what I'm doing.
No.
They did not take the lint out. Look at how gross that is. That is disgusting. Look at that. Gosh, I bet you our camera person was the last person to use this. I mean, honestly, if you didn't call her Sierra every day, she'd forget her name. I found that there was some guy sleeping over in the Marshall Center, and I took this off of him. Let's see if I can get in. Yeah, we're good. We can get in everywhere. Look at that. All of you are full of baloney. Let's open a deli, mailroom team. Oh, finally, I got a smart person. I got one smart person out of everyone here. Thank you. What is it like when you got to deal with these mental giants?
They're fantastic people. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, they don't know any better, don't they? That about does it for this episode of Officer Extra. I'm your host, Officer Extra, and there's just one last thing to say. Go Bulls! And now it's time for USF Housing Live.
Gregory Bowers, Sierra Rose, Maxwell Morinelli, Elisa Goldberg, Irene Naomi, Courtney Cadogan, Geraldine Paredes, June Dickens, Chris Herrera, Stephanie Jockman. Wednesday, May 2nd, 2018. Coming to you from the beautiful University of South Florida campus in Tampa, it's USF Housing Live!
Welcome everyone. This is USF Housing Live. I'm your host, Gregory Bowers with Housing and Residential Education here at the beautiful University of South Florida in Tampa. Our motto, best place to live, best place to work, best place to learn. We are coming at you 110% live, answering your questions in real time. Just type them in the comments and we'll be right there to assist. We've got a great show for you. Let's jump right into it and meet our guest. We've got a returner, Dave Kloiber from Housing and Residential Education Assignments Office. Dave, how are you doing today?
Excellent, Greg, and yourself?
I'm doing pretty fantastic. I'm glad to have you back for time number 312.
And I can't wait for 13.
All right. And so we also have a newcomer from financial aid. That is Candace Henry. Candace, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm very happy to have you here. I've already got some questions and want to remind our live audience, send your questions our way. We'll ask Candace as we go through the show. But Candace, you ready to tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yes, I serve as the Assistant Director for Bull to Bull Financial Education Program. We come out of the University Scholarship and Financial Aid Office. What I do in my role, I supervise 7 dynamic peer financial educators and 2 staff members, professional staff members, and we share financial wellness concepts throughout the Tampa campus, USF Tampa campus.
So what does financial aid do specifically for our incoming students?
Now, for the incoming students, we will be at orientation. So we're going to share information through a workshop, an interactive workshop. We're going to share our policies to make sure that you're prepared if you're taking out loans or if you receive any other type of funding. And then students will also have an opportunity to talk to a financial aid advisor if they have any questions. And you can also schedule an appointment to meet with the peer financial educator. And the peer financial educator will sit down with the student and go over their cost of attendance and make sure that they have enough money for the upcoming semester. If they do not, then we can explore, the peer financial educators can explore other options with the students on how to fund their education.
That's very cool. And so that's going to be happening at orientation.
At orientation.
Very cool. So to remind folks, because I get this question in the group a lot, like, when do I do this? When do I do that? Orientation is when you will be oriented and you get to meet financial aid experts. So I'm sure that there are some missteps, some holdups for students, our incoming students especially. And so what are some of the more common missteps students make when they're navigating financial aid processes as they prepare for USF?
Well, there are a few missteps that we highly encourage students to avoid. The first one is that financial aid FAFSAs are available for students October 1st. So submit your form as soon as possible. Our priority deadline is January 1st. So if you haven't submitted by now, if a student have not done so by now, then they may have missed out on some grant opportunities as well as scholarship opportunities, unfortunately. Also submitting their verification form in a timely manner. Some students, if you are selected to submit a verification form, just be sure to turn that in as soon as possible. Pay close attention to the terms and agreement for the financial aid, which is located in Oasis. Also, one key component is that students would need to make sure that their GPA meets the requirements for their scholarship to keep their scholarship. And I'm talking more specifically about Bright Futures. Each year they're evaluated for their scholarship, so they must keep a competitive GPA at 3.0 or better to keep their scholarship for the next year and meet credit hour requirements as well.
Excellent. So for our incoming students, let's say they need to submit something for verification. Do they get an email to their USF email address?
Yes, they'll be notified, but actually the information is available on their Oasis, but they will be notified via email. And then they also can go into their Oasis and see which document they still need to see. So that's under the financial aid tab. So I would encourage students to check that on a regular basis, check any other communication that we send, because we do make a point to communicate with our students prior to the time that they're here to let them know that if there's anything else they need to submit to our office. So check their Oasis, check their email on a regular basis.
All right, excellent, Candace. And so for those of you watching, oasis.usf.edu or go to my.usf.edu and you can select Oasis from one of the drop-down menus at the top of that page. And so you mentioned FAFSA earlier, and I'm thinking, what about our students that start in the summer? They might want financial aid for summer classes, for summer housing. Is there anything they need to know about with regards to their FAFSA?
The key piece for our summer incoming students is to submit the right FAFSA in time. Most students have already submitted their 18-19 aid year FAFSA, but we also need them to submit, our summer students specifically, the 17-18 FAFSA. So a lot of students are still missing that document. So please look at your emails, because we have notified those students who are missing those documents, and submit that as soon as possible.
So what type of support is available for students to help them navigate some of these processes?
Well, our bull-to-bull financial educators, peer financial educators, are available to help them through understanding financial aid. We have coaching sessions that are available to students. We have our student loan coaching session, which will review the difference between subsidized loan and unsubsidized loan. We also identify who their loan servicer is, and that helps prevent from scams or any schemes that they could possibly get involved in. Oftentimes oftentimes college students are targeted for different scams and schemes. We also, for our students who are graduating, we offer exit counseling where we will review different types of loan repayment plans that are out there for them. So just to help reassure them about their decisions, and we'll also sit down and help them come up with a money management plan for their time after school. So we have a plan that will take them from their first day of classes all the way to the last day of classes to help them start off successfully.
Excellent. So once they've started, let's say our incoming students are preparing to get here, go through that transition. So once they're here, once they're current students, what services are available to them from financial aid?
Yes, students are welcome to visit the University Scholarship and Financial Aid Office. We're located in SVC 1102. And they're welcome to come into the office. I would warn them that the first 2 weeks of classes is really, really busy in the office. So if you can take care of your paperwork, have any of your questions, go ahead and reach out to financial aid now while it's a little quieter to avoid the traffic during the first 2 weeks. Also, the Bull-to-Bull financial education programs, our office is located upstairs. So students are welcome to come in and participate in financial coaching. And if you participate in our financial coaching, we offer a $500 scholarship. So when students participate, they're going to be placing an entry for a drawing to win $500. We draw every 2 months. We actually had a student who visited our office for coaching sessions that she actually won $1,000 because her name was pulled twice.
Wow. Okay, so you can win multiple times.
You can win multiple times,
awesome.
but we did create a policy around that. We're like, okay, we're going to offer it once at 80.
Oh, Candace, I was ready. I was going to go myself.
So we had to, since that happened, we're like, okay, we want to offer an opportunity for students to come and visit our office and give opportunities for other students to win as well. But she was a frequent visitor, so she was able to win that money.
It sounds like win-win because you're going to learn something important and a chance just to win money straight up. I mean, it sounds pretty cool.
Definitely.
Awesome. And so for anyone watching out there, if you've got a question for Candace or for Dave, who's coming up next, please type it in the comments. We'll answer you in real time. We are going to take a short break. We've got a new video to show you about Magnolia Apartments, which is great for those seeking an independent living experience right here on campus. So get ready for Dave Kloiber right after this. We have more USF Housing Live coming your way right after this.
Hey Bulls! Catch up on episodes you may have missed and see what's coming up by visiting usf.edu/housing. Select About Us, then USF Housing Live. Choose an episode and get ready to live the Bulls life.
Welcome home to Magnolia Apartments, a peaceful residential community located in the south area of campus. Magnolia offers apartment-style living. Most bedrooms are single occupancy, but some double occupancy rooms are available. Floor plans in Magnolia are unique to each unit, with each apartment featuring 2 to 4 bedrooms. Each resident is provided a bed, desk, chair, dresser, and wastebasket. Each apartment features 2 bathrooms. Every apartment features a living room with couches and bar stools for lounging or studying. Hungry? Enjoy preparing meals in your own private, spacious kitchen with friends and roommates. Additionally, right outside your front door is Juniper Dining. Bring a friend and enjoy the wide variety of dining options for all dietary needs. When it's time to do your laundry, just bring quarters or use your USF ID to pay with Bullbucks in the facility located right outside. While you're waiting for your laundry, take a dip in the swimming pool and enjoy the beautiful Florida weather. Or perhaps gather your roommates for a friendly game of beach volleyball. Don't forget your sunscreen. Learn more on our website and get ready to live the Bulls life.
Hey everyone, welcome back. This is USF Housing Live. I'm your host, Gregory Bowers. You are someone else, and I want to tell you, we have got a special, if we can put the shot up again, I want you to see, this is Sierra Rose, our director. Happy birthday, Sierra. She's turning how old, Sierra?
22.
She's not really sure. 22, 23, doesn't really matter at this point. She's in her 20s, folks, but thank you so much for her dedication for working on her birthday. We were really happy to have her here. And so congratulations, Sierra. You are welcome to the club of old people. Join me also in his 20s. All right, so I got some questions that have just come in. We're going to be talking with Dave Kloiber in a moment here. So Gus asked us, do I need to have a car as a first-year student? Is it possible to go downtown Tampa or to a beach nearby without one? Well, first up, Gus, I want to let you know everywhere is within walking distance if you have the time. But if you want to get to the beach, it's a good thing to have a friend with a car or for you to have a car. I want you to know there's not a need for you to have a car if you live here on campus, because there's always going to be someone you're going to know who has a vehicle, and you don't have to do that.
There's also a rental service by student government, is there not, Greg?
That's true. You're talking about is it the Enterprise?
I believe so. I believe there's a service on campus.
Yep, there's a service right outside the Marshall Student Center, and you can actually pay per use to rent a car. And so it's right nearby your residence hall wherever you live on campus. So that's a good shameless plug, Dave. I like that.
Thank you.
So I got another question here from Mariah, who asked, if I have done all steps, how do I pick my room? I thought I'd get an email. So Mariah, once you've done all your steps, you just go ahead and choose your room in room selection. But I'll help you out with this. Go to usf.edu/housing, choose housing application from the top menu, then application process. All the info you need is right there. It says all the steps for our incoming students. It's right on there. And on the 5 application steps page, it tells you how you can look up in the housing portal which steps you've completed and which steps you haven't. It's a very easy tool in the housing portal, which will show you essentially if all your steps are complete or not, and if not, which ones to complete. But if they're all done, then you just got to navigate to the room selection screen, also right there on our website in the application process section. It tells you everything you need to know about setting up a roommate group or going through selection yourself. Everything you need is on that page, and you'll select your room in the room selection screen. I heard there's a few people out there who are eligible. Dave, how many students are eligible to select a room right now but haven't yet?
Nearly 500.
Nearly 500. Well, now with Mariah, we're down to 499, right?
The more the better.
So 499 of you who are not Mariah, or maybe also named Mariah, you can get out there and select your room. So go to usf.edu/housing, click Housing Portal, and follow the prompts to go into room selection and choose your room for fall right now. And don't worry, if you want to make a change, you can do that anytime, also in the housing portal. It's a live inventory, folks, so as other people change their room, beds may come open where they weren't available earlier, and it's 24 hours, always changing. So without further ado, let's say hello to Dave Kloiber from Housing Assignments. How you doing, Dave?
Excellent, Greg, and yourself?
I'm doing fantastic now that you're here. This is your last episode of the season, isn't it?
It is, but I look forward to coming back next year.
We'll have you back in season 5, absolutely. But first up, for those of you who are new to the show, this man, Dave Kloiber, he's pretty important around here. What do you do here, Dave?
Well, I lead a great team of staff to assist all of our students in applying for housing, selecting their room, determining how much they owe for their room, and helping them get those bills paid.
All right, Dave, I want to ask you a little bit about Summer B room selection. So students can choose their room if they're moving in for Summer B. Is it the same as fall? How does that work exactly?
The process is essentially the same. You have the same steps that you have to complete, except it's a different application. But you'll go in. The inventory is limited because we don't open every building for the summer. But for Summer B, they'll have the options of Juniper, Poplar, and Magnolia buildings C and D.
So we have an upcoming cancellation deadline, or actually we just passed some cancellation deadlines, didn't we? So let's explain cancellations, because there are some dates I know that come into play here regarding if you pay a fee or don't pay a fee. Can you explain cancellations?
Well, when you apply for housing, you'll have the $50 application fee. Everybody will be paying that. Whether they're deferring it or not, they will eventually pay it later on if it's a deferred fee. But once someone is assigned housing, and then there's a possibility that cancellation fees will take effect. So for our fall students, if they've been assigned housing, today was the first day that if they decide to then cancel their application, if the fees will now apply. However, the longer you wait to cancel, if you are for some reason not wanting to live on campus, which I know there are already almost 4,000 people who want to, but if for some reason you have to cancel, at this point, the longer you wait, the more it will cost in order to cancel if you've been assigned a room.
So the easy thing to do there is don't cancel your housing. You want to live on campus, folks. Why would you do anything else? And so got another question here. Samantha asked, where is the application for Bull Hall located? It is currently located nowhere because the application is not yet open. And so there are some things still under review regarding Bull Hall, but Bull Hall will be back, folks, for the fall, and want to let everyone know. We'll have that information available on our website very soon. And if you're in your USF Class of 2022, 21, and so on Facebook group, we'll post there to let you know. So make sure you're in your group, and I will personally put a post out there to let you know that the application is live, and you'll be able to apply all the way through the summer, generally up until the last week of July. So there's plenty of time to sign up for Bull Hall once the application opens. But it's not open just yet, so please wait patiently, and thank you so much for your interest in joining us in Bull Hall. So got another question here for you, Dave. I want to talk about Break Stay. What is Break Stay?
Break Stay is an opportunity that we offer our students who are currently living on campus and they want to stay on campus during the time between, let's say, the spring semester and the summer semester, or the summer and then the fall. And so they can sign up either online through our portal or through the RLC, depending on the timing, and they can elect to pay for those extra nights and then move directly to their summer assignment, or from their summer to their fall assignment, or move from their summer assignment to their, spring to their summer assignment.
So it's in between housing between
Yes.
spring and summer, and then in between summer and fall then.
And even between fall and spring.
Okay, excellent. So it's not automatically included. Someone could just leave their stuff in their room from spring to summer or summer to fall.
Correct, because typically they won't be in the same room between spring and summer and fall.
Okay, but for, I know I'll get this question about winter break. Can students leave their items in their room during winter break?
Yes, there's no extra fee to leave their items, but if they want to stay with their items, there would be an extra fee, but unfortunately we can't leave all 40 or so buildings open, so we have specific buildings that are open for the winter break stay.
Now, a popular question I get is students want to know, can I stay in my residence hall space during Thanksgiving or spring break?
Yep, and so we've just let it out of the bag for all the families who are watching. You can't tell your parents, I need money to go on spring break because I'm being kicked out of my room. You can stay in your room over spring break. You don't have to go anywhere. You can stay here and get that extra studying time in.
Oh, well, now we know how Mr. Kloiber got money for spring break back in the day. Okay, that's interesting,
I never went on
Dave.
spring break. I went home.
And so another question I got for you here, Dave. I want to talk about early arrivals. Let's say a student wants to arrive early. How do they do that for fall?
Well, for fall, as long as they're part of a pre-approved early arrival group, and I'll list a few of those in a moment, they can go to our housing portal and select the early arrival link in the form section, and then they'll complete the form. And one of the questions on the form is, what group am I part of? Am I part of orientation or the Herd of Thunder, which is our marching band, an athlete in a particular team, and so on? Or maybe even part of Bull Hall, if depending on whether or not they're selected to be in Bull Hall.
Yeah, if you're chosen for Bull Hall, folks, you'll be in an approved group for early arrival, but they don't just sign up for it. They have to be in a pre-approved group, right?
Yes, they do.
All right, so you heard it here first, folks. Remember, if you think you're arriving early, you don't need to go to the housing office. You actually talk to the professional staff member responsible for your group, and they'll tell you if you're able to move in early or not, and they'll coordinate all of that. There's a form you fill out with the housing portal, but it does nothing if you're not already in a pre-approved group. Did I get that right, Dave?
That is correct. We'll end up having to decline your request.
Okay, well, it's good to know. Thank you for that. So we've got a lot of traditional style housing on campus, and sometimes people freak out about traditional style housing because there's no bathroom inside the room. There's a community bathroom, or in the village, a spa bathroom. Dave, why do people freak out about those bathrooms?
Well, I think it's the whole idea of going down the hall to go to the bathroom. Maybe they're not used to having to put on a robe or be dressed to go to the bathroom to go take a shower, what have you. We don't have Brutus in there anymore with a hose spraying you down. We got rid of Brutus last year, remember?
Yeah, we got a lot of complaints. Yeah. It's not a gang shower anymore. And so for the past few months, it's been fine.
The water pressure is too high.
Yeah, you've got a private changing stall, yes. A private shower area. Because I know when we say community, think it means we all hold hands, take a shower together. That's not true.
No, that's not. However, you do meet a lot of people on the way to the bathroom because everybody has to use the bathroom.
I actually just had some RAs tell me about it this semester, the caster shower parties, which sounded freaky at first when they said what they actually do is have a playlist and people are literally singing along in the shower, in separate showers, but inside the space. And so, look, folks, when you come to college, it's all about community and making friends, and that's some serious friendship right there.
And this is the first year that we've allowed our continuing students to remain in Beta and Caster.
Yeah, Beta and
Caster. For a second year.
That's right. It's open to our upperclassmen for the first time. And so if you're looking for a space on campus where you have your traditional style bathroom cleaned every day here, and you have a lower price point if it's something that's important to you, that's a great option. And we have traditional style in Beta Hall, Castor Hall, and all of the Village Residence Halls, Horizon, Endeavor, and Pinnacle opening this fall. And then, of course, opening for the second year, Beacon and Summit Hall in the Village. So, Dave, LLCs, popular topic. LLC, Living Learning Community.
Yes.
Can students apply to live in an LLC?
Yes, they can. Some of them are based on a major or a particular program that you might be involved in, and some of them are interest-based. But it's a great way to get a leg up on maybe a future career, or to meet a lot of people who have a similar interest as you do. And so there are certainly space available in many of our LLCs right now.
All right, excellent. And so for those of you interested, we have those 14 living learning communities. Go to usf.edu/LLC, and you can explore all the different options for you. There's a lot of great choices out there. And so make sure you check out that webpage because it's stuff for academic major or maybe an interest. You want to be with people who are going through a similar experience as you. That's all available through our LLC program, usf.edu/LLC. Now, I don't see any other questions that have come in here, and so that means that we are just about out of time, folks. But before I go, I do want to share with you another dining update. A couple weeks ago, we let you know that Pinnacle Hall is going to have 3 restaurant/dining type options on the first floor. One of them, of course, BurgerFi. You just heard about that. I'm now able to tell you that we're going to be adding a Starbucks to the first floor of Pinnacle, but not just any Starbucks. This is going to be a larger Starbucks with more food options for you. And so we don't have all the details yet. I just know there's a massive Starbucks coming to the first floor of Pinnacle Hall, and we're going to have more dining updates in future episodes. I'm Gregory Bowers, your host of USF Housing Live. This is produced by Housing and Residential Education at the University of South Florida in Tampa. Our motto: best place to live, best place to work, best place to learn. Our next episode is going to be all about campus dining and good nutrition so you can be a healthy bull. May 9th, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. But there is just one last thing. Go Bulls! Good night, everyone!